And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Throw left. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
So right. 11B.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. And it is incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now it's the Boise State alone, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On the mark. 81.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Go, Greg. This 5-2. Ram.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi from 10 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful. Well, we said after the turnover on downs, that's almost guaranteed points the other way. But I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that a lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense, didn't it? They didn't listen. They responded and shut them down.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Lucy. Green inside.
Bortles to throw on second down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
372. Lucy. At 54, Ricky. Green inside.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
Lucy. Green inside. Throw that.
They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Fournette on a first down carry, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go. So right.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Wentz now on 1st down. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And his throw here is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Wentz now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
81, 81. Here we go. Great 15.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, DJ Hayden. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, 54, Ricky. 77.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the 1st half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. They run with Ajayi. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Here we go. Spread right, 72.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball is becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hank. 372.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. this one through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to do them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Trey 15. Trey 15. Trey 15. That's it.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Spread right, 72. Sunday.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Omaha, let's go.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
We got 4.
Bortles. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands it a little bit better.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Sunday, Sunday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go with a big bank for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Sunday, Sunday. Green 80.
Right back to him on first down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go, here we go. Hank. We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Now Bortles. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Bortles maybe with a free play. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back now in Jacksonville. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Bortles now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Safarian-Jenkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is up to 5. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
82.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Forced out to his left. Ertz has it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Hang in there now.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go. Ram.
This is Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Wentz got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Lucy.
Bortles to throw. Looking right side him, he's got a man. It's Cole. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he's across for